For my first Black History video since moving back to Atlanta, I had to come here because you can't talk about Atlanta without talking about him. You can't talk about civil rights without talking about him. You can't talk about politics without talking about him. Congressman John Lewis, a legend. Congressman John Lewis was inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Montgomery bus boycott. It inspired him so much that he had to get involved in civil rights. Then at the age of 21, he became one of the original 13 Freedom Riders. I did a video about them. They challenged the segregation on interstate buses. Then he became the chairman of the SNCC. That's the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. A few years later, when he was 23 years old, he was the youngest speaker at the March on Washington. Then in 1965, he led and organized the Selma to Montgomery March. This is also known as Bloody Sunday because he was beaten by Alabama state troopers. And the images of his beating shocked the nation, and it helped with the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. He then got into politics. He was elected to the Atlanta City Council in 1981. And then just a few years later, he was elected to the United States House of Representatives representing Atlanta in 1986. And he represented this district until his death in 2020. In 2011, President Obama awarded him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And can I also note that he was the first sitting member of Congress to write a comic book? And that comic book inspired youth activism. Now, this mural went up in 2012. And there's also a statue and memorial park in Atlanta in honor of him, among so many other things. This city loves John Lewis, as well as the country and the world. Now, as I mentioned, he did pass away in 2020 at the age of 80, but his legacy lives on. One of his quotes says, "Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble." And as we look at what's happening across the country and around the world, and it's moments like this where I'm reminded of the work of this man right here. He showed us how to fight. He showed us how to get in good trouble. He showed us what it means to truly fight for civil rights for all. And I honor him so much that I did this whole video sweating in 90-degree weather in Atlanta. Again, his name is the Honorable Congressman John Lewis. How's that for some Black history?